G'day everyone, welcome to the Digital Investor Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Rard, and today we are speaking to an amazing family who have replaced their incomes by using the digital skills that they've learnt with us. So of course, we want to find out today how they've done that, but also as a family, how have they done it? And how do they work together now? So welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Great to see you all, Rosemary, Stuart, and Kristen. Now, everyone in our community loves you guys, hearing your updates in our private digital investing community. But today I did want to share it, your story with our wider community, because it's an auspicious time, guys. This is your 10-year reunion with us.
Yep.
Yes.
So awesome.
So take us back to when you first started. Well, actually, looking at your journey, 10 years, you now own a digital agency. You've done all the strategies that we've teach. You're about to do your third big acquisition of a digital business. So let's look back over this last 10 years, guys. So Rosemary, I'll start with you. What made you want to what was the driver for joining our program all those years ago?
Yeah, so we were teaching at the time, Stuart and I. Kristen was at school, and we saw that, we were just trading time for money, and we loved what we did. We're very good at it, but we knew that we didn't want to do that forever, and we wanted to give something or get into something that could give us, sort of a return on our time without having to be there all the time. Yeah.
And how long had you been teachers for?
I've been a teacher since I left school, so around, I'm going to give my age away, a lot of years.
Not very long then, Rosemary. It's just a couple of years. And
I'll give my age away. I've only been teaching for 5 years, so that's
good answer, Stuart. So basically, you were career teachers. Did you enjoy teaching at the time?
Loved it. Yeah.
You did love it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Still love it.
I think the main thing we looked at is we wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
We went, we can do something different, and we were kind of open to the idea of doing something different, and we had kind of some criteria that it was something different that wasn't tied to a location. Maybe we didn't have to have a premises. We could do it from anywhere. So they were the kind of the criteria that we were looking for. And that's when we met you and went, this is pretty good. And we thought, Kristen could be interested in something like that. And it would be a good skill to know. So yeah, that's how it kind of started.
And look how it's panned out. So how old was Kristen at that time?
At the time, I was 12 in year 7. So came along to all the events, and it was just good to be in the environment and take it all in.
So yeah. Kristen, at the age of 12, did you ever imagine for a minute that you would be doing the legendary things that you are doing today?
Not initially, no. So it's pretty cool to see how it's all turned out. I think a couple of years in, I started to realize, this is really cool. I think I'm going to go in this direction.
Awesome. Yeah. So at first, you were kind of dragged along with mum and dad, come along to our conferences up on the Gold Coast and meet all these other amazing people in our community. And you would have easily been the youngest in our audiences then. So when you think about it, from a young age, you've hung around entrepreneurs or people looking to change their lives. Pretty amazing environment.
Yeah, it's been really cool, and just getting to learn from everyone. You pick up so much advice that I can, take with me as I grow my business. And so, yeah, it's a really cool environment to be surrounded by like-minded people.
And so now, what's one of your for you, Kristen? So looking back over this 10 years, you guys all work together in a digital agency. So for you, Kristen, what's some of your big successes, do you think? Or what's something that you're really proud about that you've done over this last 10 years?
I enjoy the website design, so I've gotten really good at that kind of thing, and strategizing with clients to make sure that their website really represents them. And so I've gotten really good at talking with them and getting a feel for them and how to best represent them. So that's been really cool, and I've gotten right into the networking side of things as well. So I've taken that on, and that's led to some really cool opportunities.
And Kristen, I'd like to say, and what do you reckon, Mum and Dad? Kristen inspires everyone in the champions community, doesn't she, with her legendary networking, and you guys as well, though. Like the three of you. This is why I wanted you on here, because you guys, everyone in our community, to anyone listening to this podcast, the Annas are really well known within our private community for getting out there and really getting into networking. Now, for you guys, has this been a game changer?
Yeah, it really has, because we've been able to connect with business people in the area and way beyond. Like, we use the strategies for our portfolio as well as for our local business. So it's a very, very useful skill, and it's great. We love talking with people and helping people. So it's a win-win.
So is that how you've been able to grow your digital agency? So, you came along to us. You started to learn all these different skills. You started out buying websites, but then you went into the digital agency strategy. What was the tipping point? Like, what helped you to be able to quit your jobs or, transition fully to the digital agency where you're all working together?
Yeah, I think it was getting out and networking and meeting businesses and being where people needed what we do, what we offer. They needed good websites, they needed website growth.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a tipping point, and then being too busy to do our actual other work. So it was like, we have to stop and just do this now.
Take the jump.
Yeah.
Because who quit their job first? Was it you, Rosemary, or you, Stuart?
It was probably me, but what I did was I just, because I've been teaching, I just slowly, I just didn't take new work on, as, like with my teaching, things naturally fall by the way, so I just didn't take more on. So I eventually got down, got very, very little, and the income replaces that very, very well.
So you're building your digital agency, there's more and more income coming in, like it's going up like this, you're getting more and more clients. And did you find it hard time-wise at that point in your life? Like, were you working a lot of hours to get to that point where you could transition?
I think Stuart was more like that.
There was a little bit of time in there where I was kind of working quite a lot and then just doing all this stuff as well.
Yeah,
and that's where it was like, well, I've got to make a call now on it.
So I've got to ask you, is that why you brought Kristen along? Like, how did you, so all the parents here are sitting here right now going, how did you guys get Kristen to join you? Like, what happened there?
Oh,
she's just been there all along. So digital investors for 3 years before we joined the Champions program. And so she just rolled along every year and enjoyed it. And then when we were sort of thinking about scaling into the Champions program, Kristen's like, yeah, we have to do this. And she was in like year 10 at the time. And she was one of the ones like pushing the hardest for us to join. And she already had her eyes on not doing HSC and stuff. She could see that there was a path here that she's loving already that could, do what needs to do without having to do the whole HSC and uni thing. So, yeah, she was definitely pushing us along that way.
Were you guys okay with that? Because that is one of the amazing things. And as let share with our listeners what happened there. So, Kristen, you share what your decision was in year 11.
Yeah, so in year 11, I decided to leave school and focus on the business side of things. Because, I'd already had many years' experience in that environment. And so I thought, well, I know that this is what I want to do. I may as well just get started now. And so I said to myself, I'm going to make this work. And I haven't looked back. And it's been really cool to get that head start and get those experiences, connect with people who, you never know who people know. So just get yourself out there and networking and get stuck into it. And it's been an amazing journey so far.
Go, Kristen. So instead of finishing school and not even going to uni and not even finishing school. You've just gone straight into your own business and working with mum and dad and built it up. So mum and dad, what was that like at that time? Was that a scary decision, do you think, to when your daughter says, I just want to build online businesses, I don't want to even finish school now?
Oh, a little bit. I think in there we had some chats with other people in Champions, and
Okay.
we still talk to her about it today. One of the chats we had where how will she be? Will she be with the group? Will she be connected still? And I think that's where networking and
Oh,
being connected has really been important. She wasn't just leaving school and being on her own. She was connecting with people and keeping learning these new skills, which she has become very awesome at, I must say, at connecting people and seeing how to connect people, which is very surprising from how quiet she was when she was young.
Yeah.
that's something I wanted to bring up, guys, and a big congratulations to you, Kristen, and mum and dad. You must be so proud of Kristen, because anyone listening here, and all of us three know this, and everyone in our close community knows, we all remember Kristen as this super shy, you know, quiet, young girl, and with mum and dad coming along. And then over the years, we've just watched you and we see you now on social media, and we know just, what it's taken to go from being that shy, introverted young girl to now. Share with us. Come on, Kristen, this is your moment. What are some of the amazing things that you're doing to put yourself out there?
Yeah, so I'm very involved in BNI, which is a networking organization, and so as part of that, I'm now the president of my chapter. So, and I've taken on pretty much every leadership role that you can have over the last few years. But yeah, that's meant that I've gotten that leadership experience, and I've really had to put myself out of my comfort zone regularly. But in doing that, I've become like a connector, so I can confidently say to people now, anyone you need, let me know. I'll have someone I can put you in touch with. And so that's a really cool thing to be able to help people like that.
And
So
I
that's
think, Kristen, it helps inspire so many people listening to this podcast to know that you were shy, you were an introvert. It was very challenging for you to step up and do those things, especially as a young person around all these adults. So you're obviously, I'm presuming you've always been the youngest at your business networking groups as well. Is that right?
pretty much, yeah. There's a
Yeah.
few people around my age now, which is nice, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay. But
I've
not when you started, because well, how
yeah.
old were you when you first started to step into the leadership roles?
Leadership roles, I think I started my first role when I was 18 or 19, probably 19.
Wow. And also, when did you start dealing with? Because if you're listening to this, you got to realize. So imagine Kristen is, you know, not even 18, and I'm presuming you're already dealing with, let's call them adults, more older people who own full-on businesses. You're responsible for doing the digital marketing for these businesses. How did that feel? Was that pretty exciting as well?
Yeah, it was exciting. It was quite daunting as well for me. You know, I wasn't used to that at first, but yeah, it's like I say, you just got to do it scared for a little while and put yourself out there. And I did that, and I continue to do that. But yeah, really cool opportunity to be able to work with these people, and you get to learn more about their industries and pick up bits and pieces of advice from them. So
Now, imagine this is so cool, and this is what I've said to you, Rosemary and Stuart, many times on calls. You two must be so proud looking at Kristen and looking at that journey. Here she is dealing. I know the three of you now take this for granted, right? But it's not normal that 18 and 20-year-olds are out there working with mum and dad 24/7, but also B, responsible, for people's livelihoods, their businesses. You guys do amazing jobs, by the way, like SEO wise. And as we now can all know, Kristen does have a great eye and she loves building really good websites, but so do you guys. So that brings me to my next question. This is something I'm really interested in because all three of you are very talented on those digital skills, which is SEO and building good websites and looking after clients and networking. All three of you get right into networking. So how are you divvying up the jobs between you? So do you guys all work in the same digital agency?
Yep.
Let's start with the top line.
Yeah. So the way that we sort of divide it up, whoever sort of brought in the client will do a lot of the liaising. We'll do a client meeting. Sometimes it'll be one, sometimes it'll be 2 or 3 of us. We'll do a sort of initial onboarding meeting. We do a client interview. Usually I'll sort out the content. Stuart does a lot of the keyword research and sort of, competition research and things like that. We have a team, so I manage the team for a lot of the processes that we do. We're all helping to sort of build SOPs for the team. And then when it's time, Kristen will build the websites, but we're also doing a lot of the networking, so we're all bringing in the leads. Is that about?
So all three of you, so all three of you are actively involved on the client side, then.
Yeah.
And also, you really you're very hands-on. So you're individually helping these business owners, and you're also, are you guys very hands-on involved in the building of the sites as well? Like, do you work closely with your team members?
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
So Kristen will usually build either the whole site, or she will build a lot of like the key pages, so that then after that the team can, and she builds a model, and then the team follows the model. So
Gotcha.
That's how it's working at the moment. Yeah, we're training the team on how to think and act like we do. So eventually we can grow and expand further beyond our individual capacity as well.
And I think this is really exciting as well, guys. I know you take it for granted as well, but think of someone listening that in your shoes 10 years ago, you just casually mentioning this team. It's a bit of a spin out. Here you are, teachers, and Kristen, where you've come from, like from school, you've never hired a team before. What is your team, and where are they? Like, tell us just a little bit about your team.
Yeah, so we have techs and support staff who most of them are in the Philippines. We have a team of writers, and they're around the world. Some of them are like English writers, and they live in Egypt, for example. So we've got a few people there. But we've also had writers from, South Africa and America, a couple of writers here in Australia. So, we try and get the sort of, English speakers for that team. And then, a lot of the rest of our team are in the Philippines, and we only pick the really good ones.
Yeah, over time we've built up, like, it's really good to build really capable teams. So we've got like a training that we go through with them, and then like all our SOPs, like, so they can come in and go and know where they're up to and what they've got to do. So that's kind of, and we kind of train them on our portfolio sites, which is good. So we get them on there, renovating those, doing jobs on those, so they can get used to what we're trying to achieve. So when they go on to our clients, they know that they know what we're trying to achieve for the clients. Yeah, and they. So
would you say for the portfolio strategy, it's the same skill set with your teams as well? Like, it's easy to make that transition over to the digital agency for all your team members. So do you use? I guess what I'm asking, are you using the team members on both portfolio and digital agency sites?
Yeah, we train them in the portfolio, and the good
perfect.
ones, we get them to work on the client site.
Okay, so that then you get to see how good they are or not, or if they need some gentle training. So it's worked really well for you guys, because going back to your strategy, I remember when you started with us, it was all about portfolio sites, so buying and selling websites, and then buying some bigger sites over the years. And then you've morphed into this digital agency. So over this kind of 10-year journey, you've been able to build up your team now. So there's 3 of you. You got to give your plug. What's your award-winning digital agency here?
Parramatta Web Design. So
all right. And remember, guys, you guys had one of the first sites that ranked ¡1 for web design it was Parramatta, and then Nathan and Alexa had their site too at the same time when they were in the same group. It was really cool though that you guys to this day are still #1 for web design Parramatta. Well done, which is seriously impressive when you SEO ranking for SEO terms is very, very challenging. So well done there. You must have learned SEO really well somehow. Gee.
Imagine, Matt.
We didn't. Like, it's a keyword that the world competes for, really.
Yeah.
So didn't really know that when we started.
We thought, oh yeah, that's awesome. But it took ages to come up in the rankings, and we're like, oh, this isn't so awesome. Nobody can find us because it's such a good keyword. But then we got to the top, and now it's awesome.
Yeah, so this is cool. So you've had some big wins along the way. I was just going to go back to Kristen for you. What's it like as a young girl, and especially when you were younger? Not so obviously now you're a lot more confident than you were. You might not remember, Kristen, but you weren't nowhere near as confident as what you are now 5 years ago, say. What was it like for you when you first started dealing with these outsourcers? Like, did mum and dad let you deal with them yourself? And what was it like? Was it scary? Was it easy? Did they respond well to you? What was it like as a young girl dealing with someone overseas you'd never met face to face before? And you're their boss, I should mention.
I didn't do too much of that. That was more, my mum would take care of the team management side of things.
Yeah.
So it's more recently that I've been working with the team. So if there's a tech issue or something design related that one of our team can do, I'll just go in and message them and let them know what needs fixing. And now I'm working on kind of becoming someone who oversees a design team. So that's where we're building up a little bit more now, so that I just put the processes in place that they can follow. So that's in progress. But it is really, it's a really good opportunity to be able to do that, and it develops the leadership side of things as well that I can transfer into other areas of the business. So yeah, it's something that I'm working on developing more at the moment.
Yeah, well done. I mean, it is, as we all know, it's a scary step for when you first come into, for a lot of people, if they've never hired staff before, especially virtual assistants or VAs, or people in the virtual world, which is all our staff. People I kind of think that's a bit of a roadblock for them, but for you guys have embraced it. Now to you, it's nowhere near as scary now as what it used to be, is it?
No, I would like more team. They're very good. They're awesome. You get some awesome people on your team, and you get to help train them, and help build their skills as well, which is great.
And what they bring to the team as well. Like, there's some amazing people on our team. They're really high quality people. It's awesome.
Well, you guys, team has been super important for you guys in your strategy as well. I think without even realizing it, I know you guys are legends at networking for the digital agency side, but the team has allowed you. You think about the leverage that you guys have had, because I should mention to our listeners, the Annas have bought quite a few big sites, plus built sites from scratch that are ranking quite well as well. So in the past, you've done a lot of content marketing. So creating lots and lots of content. And I think that's where you refined your skills so well. And you look at what you're about to do now as well. You're about to go into potentially another big acquisition, which you guys must be super excited about as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that on and progress it.
I know you don't. We can't say too much at this point, so it'll be a listen to the next update from the Annas. But it is very exciting though, because let's think of the skills where you are 10 years ago. You couldn't have done what you're about to do, the acquisition. Literally, the strategy that the guys are about to do is a mergers and acquisitions strategy, like big corporates do, where they add an extra business to their existing business to get the growth. And it's just absolutely fantastic. You've found really nice people to work with, and it's a very exciting opportunity for you. Yep. But I think this is one of those instances where what's the word? Opportunity meets preparation here. You guys have put in the hard yards. You've done the reps as we talk about here at eBusiness Institute, and it makes it a lot easier to facilitate these sorts of deals when they come up. So there's been an amazing opportunity that's landed in literally. How did you get that amazing opportunity, by the way?
That one that came through networking in BNI. So yeah, it just happened fairly recently, and
And that's how some of the best deals come together. So this is, again, I want to say congratulations to you guys for going on this journey, this 10-year journey, and now you're getting these amazing opportunities through networking and also through your digital skills.
Yep.
So guys, is there, looking at where you're at now, you're legends at this, okay? You just take it all for granted, but think of someone who's starting out on their journey, you know, maybe as parents, actually. So Rosemary and Stuart, have you got any advice for, say, parents starting out on this journey and wanting to, you know, maybe get their kids interested in this as possibly an alternative side career or something like that? Have you got any advice around that, watching Kristen grow so much over this last decade?
I don't know about advice for that.
I would say just you do it.
Yeah.
You do it for you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't force a child to do anything because they're going to take their path. And so if you're in this thing and doing it and loving it, then that's going to be an example for them. Now, they might go, oh, can I be part of that? Like Kristen did. And they might go, oh, I don't want to do that. But if you're there and you're doing it for you, then that's going to be the key, I think. And be the example too. Like, you know, wherever we could, we took Kristen along to events, so she's in that environment, she's getting that mindset, so she thinks very, very differently to most people her age, and I think she always has. So, you know, in communication with your kids is so important, and doing stuff as a family. You know, that's the adventure. We've just taken an adventure together, and this is where we've ended up so far, you know.
I think that's a really good point, Rosemary. That's what we've done, as you guys know, that's what we've done in our family. We share that with everyone, and our kids used to come to the same events as well. But I like what you just said. Do things as a family, and that's what I love about you three. It's obviously you're very close. You do things as a family to the point where you're sharing. You know, you're in business together. For you, Kristen, is there any advice to young people wanting to start out? And what about, for you, is it a good thing to work with mum and dad? Like, your answer is going to be yes to that. I'm saying for people listening. Do you think it's a good idea for a kid to, like, should parents encourage their kids to work with them for a while?
Yeah, I think it you know, everyone's got a different experience, but I really enjoyed it, getting to go on those adventures together. It has its moments, but it's lots of fun and, you know, very rewarding to get to share that. And I would say to someone wanting to start out, just take action and start, and you're not necessarily going to know the way, but you've got to start somewhere, right? So if you decide that you want to give it a go, then go all in, because the more you put in, the more you'll get out. So just get stuck into it.
Well done, Kristen. You look at you. You went all in. Like, mum and dad, you must be so proud of Kristen now to look at her and what she's achieving, all the awards she's winning, and you guys as well. You're up for the, what is it, the Small Business Awards?
Yeah, finalists.
Yeah, finalists in the Small Business Champion Awards.
All right. Well, you've already won the Ultimate Champions Award, so that's cool. That's obviously the best award you could ever win anywhere. But guys, I do like, seriously, really well done on your journey over this last 10 years. It has been amazing. I'm really glad that we're able to record this today as well, but for your sakes and for all our listeners' sakes, to, you know, it's a moment in time. You're about to go to the next big level within your business. It's a watch this space. You've got some amazing portfolio sites. You've got a really cool directory site sitting there that we all know and love. That's going to be something big one day. But in particular with your new opportunity with your big acquisition there, can't wait to see what happens. And big thank you for coming along today to share your story with everyone.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for having us, and it's been such an awesome time just being part of your community for all these years. You're such real people, and the people in the community, we love the community and we love being around it. So it's definitely, you know, one of the reasons we've stuck in Champions for so long is because it's been like a, you know, amazing ground for Kristen to grow up in. And
us.
Yeah.
Well, she's helped inspire. Look at the last conference we ran.
Yeah.
Everyone was just so inspired, Kristen, by hearing your story on stage. And that's also why I wanted to, you know, capture it today on the podcast as well, because I want to say a big thank you from everyone in our community. You guys are very active on our Facebook page, and you help inspire everyone. and you've got a lot of knowledge now as well. And seeing and Kristen, to see it puts all us adults on the spot. If Kristen's doing it, then, we need to get out there and network as well. It's pretty cool. So thank you, Kristen, for coming along and helping inspire everyone.
Thanks for having me. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, that's it for today's interview. If you're interested in starting out like the Annas did, obviously get in there and do our masterclass where we teach you how to buy and sell websites. We go through the whole strategy. That's where these guys all started, and we'll see you on the next podcast.